You know, when I was little, for a while I didn't know Mario had a brother because at the time, I only played Mario 64. So when I first saw the commercial for Luigi's Mansion, I was like, it's Mario! And my mom was like, no, that's his brother Luigi. I don't know how my mom knew who Luigi was, but apparently she knew, so Anyway, this video topic is about Luigi's Mansion. Let's get into it. Luigi's Mansion was a title for the GameCube that was released in North America November 18th, 2001. This was a game that people didn't have good expectations because it was mostly a tech demo for the GameCube. But let me tell you, this is one of the best tech demos out there. The plot of the game is about Mario and Luigi winning a mansion from a contest they didn't enter. So Mario, being an idiot, decided to check it out and went missing. And Luigi, being worried, decided to check it out as well. He then finds out that the mansion is haunted and it was a trap set by King Boo. It's up to Luigi, with the help of Professor Gadd's invention, the Poltergeist 3000, to suck up the ghost and save his brother from the evil King of Boos. This game is a lot different than the other Mario games. It's not about jumping around obstacles and stomping on Goombas. In this one, you go through room to room, capturing ghosts with your vacuum. Now, how to capture ghosts in this game is that you need to stun them with your flashlight, hold R, and move the control stick around until their HP runs out. There are 3 types of ghosts: portrait ghosts, non-portrait ghosts, and boos. The non-portrait ghosts are pretty much just regular enemies. There are different kinds of these ghosts. Each one of them attacks in different ways. I really like the designs of these ghosts. It has that cartoony charm that Mario has, but also kind of adds some spookiness to them. The portrait ghosts are, in my opinion, the best thing about this game. In order to capture them, you have to make their hearts visible by doing something to trigger it. Each ghost is unique and you always have to do something different in order to make their hearts visible. For example, there's one ghost that gets mad once you suck out all of his cake, and he spits fireballs at you. Once he gains exhaustion, you come in for the kill. Another example is there's a ghost you have to shoot 3 yarn balls at, while she's shooting laser at you. By the way, listen to this cackle. I really love the noises that the ghosts make in this game. My favorite portrait ghost is Shivers, the Wandering Butler. He, in my opinion, has the best character design, and I really love the noises that he makes. He really creeped me out as a kid. Not the noise that he makes, but the way he shakes and how his head gets big once you blow fire at his candles. Another ghost that I like is Melody He was a pianist that likes video games. The room where you meet her is one of the coolest rooms in the game. I remember my first playthrough as a child. When I first pressed A on the instrument, I was filled with excitement when they started playing the Mario theme. One thing I like about Melody is that she will play either the underwater theme from the original Super Mario Bros. Game or the athletic game from Super Mario Bros. 3, and you have to guess what game it's from. Another one I like is Madame Clairvoya. I like her design and the concept of her being a fortune teller that tells you what's going on with Mario by giving her drop items that belong to him. One final thing I haven't talked about portrait ghosts yet are the bosses. The bosses in this game take you to an arena-like area where you have to do something in order to suck their lifespan. Bogmire is my favorite out of the 4. He's got a cool design and has the best theme. You have to suck these liquidy versions of him and shoot at him, and then, well, suck it, suck. The final boss is also cool too. The twist is apparently in this timeline, Mario defeated Bowser and King Boo revived him and made him his undead puppet. Once he throws spikes at you, you shoot one at him and his head comes off, and King Boo appears while giving him the suck. Bowser's head floats in the air, blowing ice balls, while his eyes are completely white. Kinda creepy. Chauncey, I don't know if I pronounced that right, is okay, but he's the first boss, so he makes the boss concept kind of interesting, especially if you are new to the game. But the boss is kind of boring. I don't know how to explain it, but playing it during the recording, I just wanted to be over. Sorry. Boolos is my least favorite out of the 4. As much as I like Boos and I like the concept that he's a bunch of boos that combine themselves into a giant boo, but how to defeat him is so annoying. You have to pull him to a unicorn statue's horn to make the boo split up, and then have to freeze them in order to capture them. But Once you keep doing that, they become self-aware and literally run away from you once you try to freeze them. It's so frustrating. Anyway, now that we got the portrait ghosts out of the way, let's talk about boos. Who are the worst ghosts in the entire game? There are 50 boos in the mansion. The more you collect, the weaker King Boo will get. You'll find them in lit rooms. The difference about them is that they can go through different rooms. So you have to chase them around the mansion and you can't capture them in the dark. Which, let me tell you, there was a time where this Boo was on 1 HP and he kept going into dark rooms so many times that eventually I lost him. It was so annoying. The next thing I want to talk about is collecting money. In this game, there are money in the mansion, and you have to open shelves, cabinets, or blow on chandeliers in order to find them. The more you collect, the bigger your mansion will get at the end of the game. It's really satisfying finding money around and sucking them up. There's also this little detail that doesn't really do anything, but it's fun to do. When you press A, Luigi will call out, "Mario! Mario! Mario! Mario!" It's just really fun to do. A complaint that I do have about this game is Luigi is so slow that it takes a while to get to places, and the only way to teleport is to use a Game Boy Horror and press A on a mirror that takes you to the entrance of the mansion. Speaking of Game Boy Horror, let's get into that. The Game Boy Horror is a device that has a map of the mansion, gives you information on what you collected, and analyzes things that gives you hints on what to do, and also gives Luigi comments about things that gives him a bit of a personality, which I like. I also like that it gives you some lore about the portrait ghosts. The only problem is that they don't give you enough information to their backstory. It's interesting to read, but still, I at least like there to be a bit detail about their backstories. Now let's get all the things I don't really have much comments on out of the way. Professor Gadd has a gallery of all the ghosts you collected. Cool, their elemental abilities, fire, ice, and water. Cool concept, fun to use. The dust effects is really good for its time, and I really like the detail of the dust you see flying around where Luigi's shining his flashlight. The unity of the game is funny and wholesome. I remember laughing my head off as a kid just seeing Mario getting hurt and circling around the washing machine. Seeing Luigi cry at laughter from Mario getting dizzy is very wholesome. Just seeing him laugh as a sign of relief that his brother's okay, it's really sweet. Even though MatPat's theory is that it's a sign of hatred because of how Mario has treated him over the past years, which I don't believe. I'm not really a big fan of the Mario's mental theory. Luigi's Mansion is something that's near and dear to me. I love how spooky the game is and how unique it is to the other games in the Mario franchise. No matter how many Luigi's Mansion games come out, the first one will always be the best. Unless next level of games actually makes the game spooky and has cool character designs and doesn't rely on goofiness too much. I'll give Luigi's Mansion a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. See you next time on the games of childhood.